Well, my name is Joss.
I'm Mark.
And welcome to the GAC Show.
And what are we looking at today?
So today, it was a little bit of one of those things where I was like, I want to do this, will you do it with me? And basically what it was I wanted to get a selection of guitars that were at completely different price points, and then two that are very similar in price points, but from the same companies, to see if it's really worth purchasing the more expensive models.
Exactly. So we are looking at, basically we are asking the question whether what's more important, brand, price,
Or specs.
And Fender have Squier, Gibson have Epiphone. All brands have guitars that are more affordable and more expensive.
Yes.
So we're going to look at a couple of different brands today. We're going to look at Music Man and Sterling, and then we've got a couple of Ibanez's as well.
Yes.
And we're going to ask the question, should you spend your money on these, this is coming in at what?
£2,100.
And this is like
500, like
quid.
490 something pounds.
So is it worth, and we'll start off with this, is it worth buying a American-made Music Man or spending your money on the Sterling more affordable option?
Yeah. So I think the best option first off is to say, I'm going to play this guitar.
Okay.
Do you want to know about the specs first?
Yeah, I think, should we talk about specs on both?
Oh yeah, because this is you should have a thing that comes up above us that says specs. So this is the first bit. This is specifications.
Let's ask the editing man to do that.
Okay. Mate!
Okay, he's done it.
Cool. So this is the American-made Music Man Albert Lee.
Yes.
The American-made Music Man Albert Lee includes a mahogany body in this beautiful fire mist silver. It's got like a flake in it.
Is it fire mist silver?
No, it's not.
That's the Cutlass.
It's the Cutlass.
It's, I don't know what it is.
I can't remember, but it's a great sparkle finish.
It's a silver.
It's a silver finish.
Mahogany body.
Mahogany body, volume, tone, 5-way selector switch. Hardtail, 2 DiMarzio custom-made pickups for the American.
So great pickups.
Great pickups. We've got a one-piece solid rosewood neck and fretboard, which is just absolutely
Music Man
outstanding.
always nail that baked, roasted.
They do. My James Valentine is like something to behold.
What
It's
is that
gorgeous.
neck? It's
That's roasted
bird's
bird's eye
eye.
maple.
But it's really, everyone's doing it now, aren't they? But
It's gorgeous.
I think they were one of the first to bake stuff and roast it and make it look amazing.
Did you know that I've been talking to James Valentine from Maroon 5?
Yes.
It's
On
amazing.
Instagram. Because you have one of his guitars.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Nice plug there, mate.
Yeah, I know, right? Cheers, mate. My Instagram is Joss_.
Locking tuners.
We've got Spurzl locking tuners, which I believe all the American-made stuff come with as standard. Stainless steel frets. Beautiful heel access. He's a country player, so I don't know why I'd need to go up here. But the difference thing being is that with it being a dual humbucking guitar, you can play all different styles of music on this as well. You don't have to be a country superstar to play this guitar. It's wacky, cool shape, so you can do anything you want on it.
It's one of the Music Man that Music Man. I never know what the plural is.
It's one of the Music Man guitars.
It's the one that I've actually grown accustomed to after playing it and getting to know it a bit. It's the one that I never liked to start with, and now I'm like, oh, I'm into it.
It's a good one.
So we compare that to the more affordable option.
Yes.
And we do have a mahogany body.
Mahogany body.
Which is great. What was it?
We've got a Jatoba.
Which is something I don't know a lot about.
Neither do I, to be fair.
And maple?
Maple back, yeah. So Jatoba fretboard, maple back.
No locking tuners.
No locking tuners. It's got a trem. You can have this guitar with the trem, but I believe it comes with 3 single coils and not 2 humbuckers.
Mm-hmm. Still 5-way.
Still 5-way.
But these are Sterling's
own
humbuckers.
Yeah. Volume, tone, and it comes in a selection of very, very, very nice colours.
And I like the
I like the torty guard.
Yeah, but you can have the most amazing specs and the crappiest specs, but it comes down to how you play it.
It's made in Indonesia as well. This guitar.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it there?
Because that's
American.
We went there.
You did.
Obispa,
California. Heritage since 1974.
Tiny factory.
Oh, so cool, because it's still like a family-owned business. Sterling Ball, it's still a family thing.
We were saying earlier about their signature artists.
We were.
How they were a bit off the cuff.
Yeah, they're not all your standard Music Man, so unless you're like the ones that have been going forever, like John Petrucci and all those guys,
and
Steve Lukather, and Albert Lee. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, like Albert Lee has had a signature model with these guys for a long, long time. He is a legend, but it's an off-the-cuff decision to make him a signature guitar.
There's a lot of legends, I guess.
Yeah.
And who's the new guy?
So you got Jason Richardson.
And the one we were talking about earlier?
The one we talking Hunter Hayes. So if you don't know who Hunter Hayes is, he's like some country superstar guy, but he's
Maybe
like a country guy, so he's not your average.
Maybe the Ball family just go.
I like that.
I like him. Let's give him one.
Yeah, let's see if he wants to play this.
Old Scott Ball.
Scott Ball.
Muscles.
L Muscles.
Beefy.
Is he? And maximum yokage.
Absolutely tanked.
Yeah.
I'll
play this, shall I?
Yeah, because if you play this and then you play this, we're running through
Kemper.
A Kemper, which we're going to keep in here now because we like them.
I think it is probably the most superior piece of equipment for doing demonstrational work.
We've changed things around in the room.
I think it looks absolutely superb, so I hope you guys really enjoy the way it looks.
Yeah, we're going to build this channel up and get some cool stuff.
And make you happy, make you proud.
So play this, play that, this, that,
everything.
This.
Cool.
And we'll see which one sounds better because we've gone through specs.
I'm running into the Kemper, which is running into an orange 212 cab with vintage 30s. I've got it set to basically a driven AC30, but it allows me to back off on the volume. So here it is at full pelt on the bridge humbucker. Do you want me to do it again?
No, you're fine. I was just we can be open, and I was checking the levels of the sound.
Fantastic. So that's the bridge pickup. Neck pickup is nice and smooth. Really good sound. I think Music Man worked with DiMarzio a lot.
Yeah.
So Albert Lee DiMarzio's.
Yeah.
John Petrucci DiMarzio's.
Yeah.
Steve Lukather DiMarzio's.
Yeah. In bed together.
They're all in bed. I guess the only other guys, Jason Richardson has got his own Music Man versions for his guitar, so I don't know what other guys have. But anyway, one of my favourite settings on this guitar is the second position. So you get like a super lovely, which I can only assume is going to be based on like a Telecaster sort of vibe.
I was going to say, who's that country dude we were like loving a couple of months ago?
We were loving a country dude?
Yeah, on the acoustics, the bluegrass, like the proper like...
Billy Strangs?
Yeah, I want to hear some.
Billy Strangs?
Give me some twang, Billy Strangs.
I can't because I haven't warmed up correctly for that sort of playing. It's hard.
Sounds good to me, but I get it.
But yeah, so you get that. Which is probably one of my favourite sounds on here. But also, same sort of situation with the fourth position. You get Music Man seem to be able to do this incredible job of making a split coil sound. Although these are DiMarzio's, but still. It's just such a good split coil sound, you know.
That sounds great.
It sounds great. So that's all the positions that you get from the American-made Music Man.
Play this one. So, what did we say that was? 2.5, 3?
So it's not 3. It's like 2,100.
I'm gonna hold it.
This is like 500 quid.
Yeah, if that.
if that. So so this is the bridge pickup on the Sterling Music Man humbucker. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing straight away, there's nowhere near as much output.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's cut some of the top end out of it.
Yeah.
That pickup is brighter.
Yeah.
Brighter.
You can instantly hear a difference.
Exactly.
A lot more low end, right?
There is, yeah.
Playfield?
Playfield, I don't know, it feels like for some strange reason that the neck is slightly chunkier on the Sterling. I don't know if that is just my
No, I'd agree.
just my head. I
I'd
don't
agree.
know. So here is the neck pickup on this guitar full pout as well. So I think it's because of the low output change, the difference with it, and just the playability of the guitar not being as good as the Music Man version. It's a little bit harder to get stuff out.
Yeah,
of
it loses clarity.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like you've got like slightly muffled speakers.
Yeah, exactly. Here's where we're going to see like a massive difference in it. So here's the split tone, the Telecaster sort of tone out of this guitar. Yeah, so there's nowhere near as much top end on there. Still sounds great though.
What we've got to remember is like, we're sport for choice with the amazing guitars that we get to play.
Exactly.
But you remember is that's 400 quid.
That's the thing.
450.
But that's the thing that we're trying to get across is like, if you it's hard to afford something like this. I'm not under any delusion that a lot of people can't afford a fully fledged American Music Man straight away. It's a thing that you have to save for a long time. I had to save for a long time to get a lot of the guitars that I have.
The way it's like for like $1,000, right? You could get an amazing like Strat or something, or a great guitar,
which we'll get to.
To then save up to like past $2,000
is a big ask.
Yeah, to not bail out at like 1,500 and go, well, I can get this amazing guitar for 1,500. To go all the way.
Exactly.
And if you know, for 400 quid, 450, 500 quid, whatever these are. It's a great guitar for that price. It's
a good place to really sort of wet your foot in the whole Music Man industry. To be like, I really want one, but I'm not sure if I want to spend $2,000. I'm going to spend £400 on this and see how I really feel.
Yeah.
About the guitar in general, you know for a fact that it's not going to be as good as this guitar, but it's one of those guitars that you can purchase for £400, which is easy to do in just your average monthly wage. You can go to a guitar shop and buy, I've been paid, I'm going to buy that for 400 quid, and I'm going to see if I really enjoy it, if I really enjoy the shape of it and everything.
And then if you're buying on finance as well.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly. Completely different matter.
Cheap.
You can buy one of those.
You could buy one of these, but in terms of finance, it's going to cost you nothing.
Exactly.
And what's rivaling that price point?
I mean, to be fair, like in terms of like PRSSE, it's like £700.
Yeah.
Squires, it's lower than this.
You can't get a Fender for that, can you?
Not a Fender branded instrument. It have to be a Squire, like a top of the range Squire.
Yeah.
But the difference with this is that there's not much around this sort of price point that sits at this price point that's as good quality as this.
Exactly.
Final position is the coil tapped position. That that one is actually really nice because it's warmer. It's actually got this more compressed sort of tonality to it.
What was that one?
That was like the fourth position.
Yeah,
so
okay.
you get that. It's good for like that sort of stuff.
So what we're saying in this scenario, for when it comes to price point, this is obviously the better spec instrument.
Yes.
It's made in America.
Yes.
In a small, lovely, beautiful factory.
Yeah.
For price point, if you can afford it, it's obvious.
It's the better option.
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it.
If you want a great instrument for hardly any money, then that is a beast.
So the 3 tick boxes: brand, price, spec. It's got the brand. Price, something you have to consider.
Very expensive.
Spec, so it's 2 out of 3 on the big boys. It's a big old.
Yeah.
It's a big old shout.
But it's very expensive.
But it's very expensive.
Not many people own them, do
Yeah,
they?
no, not really. Not really. Brand, Sterling. It's a brilliant brand.
It's a great brand.
Specification, it's high spec'd because you've got the 5-way selector switch. You've got a trem. You've got the 2 humbuckers. So it's a high spec'd instrument.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do some research into
on Jatoba.
Jatoba. Something I know much about.
Brand, yeah. Spec, yeah. Price point, amazing.
Amazing.
So I would say you can't really compare these two. That is stupidly expensive, but one of the highest spec and best playing instruments that you can buy on production value. And this guitar kind of ticks all boxes because you can literally walk in and grab one of these.
Yeah, if I was, because just to round this off, when I first started here many, many years ago, Music Man wasn't a company I knew much about, and instantly you go for like Fender or Gibson because that's what everyone seems to do.
Yeah.
And then you get in here and you're like, if I could buy any instrument, it would be a Music Man.
Hence the reason why I own a Music Man.
And if I was buying my first guitar and I needed something, that was affordable, I'd go Sterling.
Yeah, get a
Over
Cutlass.
Squire.
You can think about you can get a Cutlass for the same price as this, a Sterling Cutlass. So you can get those S-type style guitars as well.
So we looked at the Music Man and the Sterling.
Tippy Music Man.
Yeah, that's it. We looked at the Music Man and the Sterling, and we looked at the big difference on that, which is price and specs, and we talked about that. Don't need to recap that. Now we've grabbed 2 Ibanez.
That are basically exactly the same price.
So what is your thoughts behind, what is your thinking behind these 2 Ibanez?
That this guitar that I hold in my hand is a Indonesian-made guitar that has got outrageous specs.
Yeah.
But the same price as a Japanese-made prestige guitar that may not have all the specs that you want.
So Japanese, for Ibanez, Japanese is better than Indonesian?
So supposedly, Japanese is, because they're a Japanese company,
Yeah.
so the Japanese is their in-house,
Like
Ibanez thing.
It would be American Gibson.
Exactly. So, a Japanese Ibanez is their in-house guitars. They're fully fledged prestige line.
And this is the infamous RG550.
RG550, the reissue. Probably my favourite Ibanez out of all Ibanezes.
So in terms of specs wise, basswood body. I'm going to look at my phone for this because when you get into these metal guitars, the pickups go.
These metal guitars.
So neck pickup is a V7, middle pickup is an S1, and bridge pickup is V8. And these are
Ibanez's own.
Ibanez's own. Would you expect that?
Well, I mean, for a lot of the predominant amount of prestige models usually come with like aftermarket pickups. So Damasio, EMG, Seymour Duncan. So there's a collection of pickups that you can have in prestige models. But where this price point is for this prestige model, it doesn't come with a case either.
Yeah.
Where prestige models have always come with a case.
So they've cut some of the cost.
So they've cut some of the cost to make it an affordable entry into the prestige world.
And it's a 5-piece maple walnut.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the little strip. Come in a selection of awesome colours. This colour, Road Flare Red. They come in some superb colours. But the thing is as well is, it's just an incredible guitar. It's from the Genesis collection.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the prestige Genesis models don't come with cases and strip back pickups and all that sort of stuff. So they're all under £1,000. This is a spec'd out beast.
Yeah.
So this is an RG guitar, RGA guitar, should I say. Loaded with Fishman modern pickups. Comes with 2 different separate voicings. It's not a coil tap, it's a voicing switch.
Yeah.
three-way selector switch. You've got the fan fret system, which is crazy. You've got this ridiculous 5-piece neck as well. This is Wenge, crazy. Goto locking tuners. So the only reason that doesn't have locking tuners is because obviously it's a double locking trem system. Goto locking tuners. This ridiculous top. It's made of, it's like a Japanese, that's like an ash top with a flame maple there. And this body is a Japanese like form of mahogany. I can't remember what it's called. The Japanese form of mahogany is also known as NATO.
NATO.
So it's a NATO. Monorail bridge, Fishman ceramic, moderns. Yeah, it's like an insanely high-spec guitar.
So the question we're kind of asking here, kind of to bring it back to the name of the video, which is specs, brand, price.
Yeah.
You would expect a Japanese Ibanez to be better.
That's my idea, just in general.
But this is an Indonesian super spec monster,
which comes in at the exact same price as the Japanese one.
Yeah, and this is a kind of a great guitar, but they've kind of, they've got away with the gig bag,
so
they've brought their prices down on it.
Yeah.
But so they've come in at the same price. So although this is Japanese, which is better?
So this is the whole thing for me, where it's like the brand is the same, so they're both Ibanez.
Yeah.
This is the specification question.
Yeah.
Do you go, oh my god, I've got enough for a Japanese Ibanez. I've got enough money in my hand for a Japanese Ibanez, but this Indonesian model right here is way more spec'd out.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So here I am. Here I am with barbecue sauce on my titties.
So I think this is one of the most important is, because I genuinely have no idea. Do you have an idea what will be better?
I mean, that's the thing.
Because we're going to play them.
We're going to play them.
And you're going to find out.
I want this to be better because this is my favourite Ibanez, and it's a Japanese Ibanez guitar. But we're going to play it.
All right, what do you want to start with?
This one, because it's plugged in and ready to go.
Cool. Give me some lead.
Flipping hell, man. This guitar is crazy.
Shredding.
Crazy. Okay, so this guitar is pretty astonishing.
Someone commented something about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
On what?
On one of the videos with you.
I don't understand.
Because of the rat.
I don't understand.
What was the name of the rat in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Shredder.
There you go.
No, he wasn't called Shredder. Shredder was the bad guy.
No, Shredder was...
No.
What's the rat called?
Rat.
Splinter.
No. Was it? No.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, we'll look this up in a second, but I'm sure someone will comment. Be like, oh, it was Brain.
Brain!
Wasn't that the guy? Whatever.
Brain!
Shred! already know which one you prefer.
Go on.
This one.
Yeah.
You can tell. I think you can tell that in someone's playing.
This is maybe because it's got like the thinnest strings known to man, or maybe this has got the same gauge of strings, but because it's got the fan fret, the thicker strings are tighter.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point, is to be able to have the fan fretting system means that you can tune the guitar down, but have like not super thick strings.
Yeah.
Whereas this has got strings that are like far too loose for what I like.
Yeah.
So I can't even feel it being attacked with my right hand. But the neck is better on this just because it's got a satin finish, where this is for some strange reason they've added a gloss finish, which is completely insane. And I just prefer those pickups. Those pickups just sound brighter. They sound like they've got something going on, whereas these just feel good. Don't get me wrong, this guitar is stupidly high quality, but in this example, I'd have to play them both in the guitar shop and then be like, Joss, I feel weird about it, because it does feel weird. You know, you'd expect to be like, I'm buying this, but I'd have to go with the Indonesian made Ibanez on this.
Because putting it in a me who doesn't know, you know, I put these in metal guitar brackets.
Yeah, sure.
If I put this in a kind of, if I go into guitars that I know, this is the equivalent of kind of going, I'm going to pick that Epiphone over that Gibson.
Like an Epiphone with a hard case and Gibson humbuckers. Yeah. Which
people still go for the brands, don't they?
Oh yeah, they still go.
Because
go for the brand.
There will be a high-end Squier that is better than a low-end Fender.
100%. There will be, like a vintage modifier.
But people want that name.
They want the Fender on there.
And they want the American-made.
And the prestige of these, funny because it's prestige.
People want the Japanese.
And they want the Japanese-made Ibanezes.
But in this instant, you prefer the Indonesian.
I do, just because it's got so much going for it. Whereas this is like a stripped-back version of, and that's just got more going for it. So I'd have to buy that guitar just on that.
So, brand,
they're both the same, so they tick that box. Specs, this one over this one just because it's stupidly high.
But they're still good.
It's still good.
Great specs.
No, we're not knocking on anything.
And price,
they're exactly the same. So this one just literally wins it by a minuscule.
But if you can't handle buying a non-Japanese one,
then you'll be happy. With
that's
this
what you need.
You'll be happy with this anyway.
You'll be happy with that. There you go.
There you go.
So we could look at endless brands and do this, but I think that's two good versions of.
I think that's a couple of good branded guitars to look at, and massive amounts of differences. Yeah. But this was just out of my own sort of. I was like, I wonder, because of all the time I've done it, I've never really done this before, and it's nice to really see where my brain goes.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to go, okay, so I'm playing this £400 guitar and I'm playing this £2,500 guitar. I still really want the £2,500 guitar. Okay, I'm playing two guitars at the same price but completely different origins. Okay, I want the import model. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to see that. And it's inexcusable nowadays. You can walk into a guitar shop, spend £400 and get yourself a stupidly good guitar. So that's another thing that we're ticking off the box here as well.
And two things I always say. One, you have to play guitars.
You do.
You have to go in and play them.
You do.
Because you'd be surprised.
Yes.
And, you know, ignore price, ignore where it's made. If it feels good, then walk out with it. That was one thing. I can't remember the second thing I was going to say.
There was loads of things. Well, there you go. I hope that helped you in some sort of way, and I hope that if you're sort of trying to make a decision on something somewhere, I hope that helps you make a decision on a new guitar as well.
Get yourself to your local store and just play as many guitars as possible. And if you're in Brighton, come in, and we have dedicated rooms for all that stuff, don't we?
We do. Here we go. My name's Joss.
My name's Mark.
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.